Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. And can you believe it? Chelsea beat Borussia Dortmund 2-0 and are progressing to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And who'd have thought that? Certainly not me a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, we actually scored more than one goal, which are just massive relief. And I can't believe we actually went through and scored two goals, considering the form recently. But that's back-to-back wins now after beating Leeds 1-0 at the weekend. And hopefully this can be a real springboard to actually sort of end the season on a high and try and push up the table as high as we can. And hopefully have a solid Champions League campaign. Based on my match going experience, I'd love to get Benfica in next round just to go to Lisbon and see the Stadium of Light. I've never been there, so that would be great. But yeah, I thought the performance was decent yesterday. I wouldn't go strong as saying it's the best I've ever seen. Certainly by Chelsea standards, but recently it's probably been one of the better performances. I thought the team looked up for it. The atmosphere was very special. There's something about the Stamford Bridge nights when you're sort of against it, and the fans really get behind the team. And I thought the atmosphere was rocking. I thought the team picked up on that. I thought the atmosphere and the fans and the team were as one in that game, and I just thought that we actually for once battled and sort of played quite well. We moved the ball forward. We attacked. I thought we had created a lot of chances. Still need to be more clinical because we missed a few chances. We should have been about 3 or 4-0 up. I'm not really relying on that penalty. And I just I don't know what it is, but I have a heart attack at the moment when Potter sort of tries to bring on defenders in the 60th minute and had to shore up the win when one Dortmund goal takes its extra time, and you're sort of like frustrated. But in hindsight, I kind of see, because our defense like against Dortmund were just incredible, special. Mentioned to Cucurella, credit where credit's due, and credit to Potter. I took him out the firing line when he was struggling and had some personal issues. And he really did came in. He stepped up at left centre back yesterday. I thought he was amazing. I thought Fofana and Koulibaly were great as well. I thought the defence as a whole was quality. Chilwell was amazing, and I thought Havertz actually stepped up. He was physical when he needed to be, kept the ball. I mean, credit to him for that penalty in the retake after missing the first one. He had the bottle to take it again. But yeah, I thought that penalty was soft. I'm not really sure if I would have given it as a penalty. I thought his hand wasn't really miles out away from his body. And as for the retake, I suppose just got a bit lucky there. But then I think that over the past few games, luck and everything has just avoided us. We haven't had any. So it was nice to see a bit of change there and actually get something. And I thought over the two legs, we created enough chances and we were the better team. So I thought the better team went through. And I thought Bellingham moaning about the official was funny, but considering that in the first leg he probably should have picked up 2 yellows and got sent off, and in the second leg with that tackle on Reece James. So I don't think he really has a foot to stand on. I think there's a bit of English tax. I'm a massive fan of him. I think he's a great player, don't get me wrong, but I think there was a bit of English tax on the coverage of him. I thought he was quiet in both legs. And like I said, he's an incredible player, but if you looked at the English coverage of him, he was like Lionel Messi. I thought he was very quiet over the two legs. So yeah, it was a great game, great performance. Got Leicester on the weekend. Hopefully we can start picking up some points now and maybe salvage a late run to try and see if we can get close to Tottenham, Liverpool, Newcastle in the top 4. I doubt it very much. I think the best route is probably if a miracle becomes true and we win the Champions League. I can't see that either with the likes of Real Madrid, Man City, and them sort of teams still in the tournament. Even Napoli, I wouldn't really want them because they're looking pretty good. But yeah, and it was actually great to see Potter show a bit of emotion, and he was on the touchline dishing out instructions. He was one stage, he was geeing up the crowd, and at the end, fist pumping towards Matthew Hard end. And I thought that's what we want to see from him. And I don't know, it felt like it could be a potential turning point for the season. And I hope that's true, because it was it was a feel good factor yesterday at Stamford Bridge, and we haven't had that for months. So hopefully this could be the springboard to the start of the Potter process, I suppose.